the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Bowman.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Can't make the connection on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. And the tackle is finally made. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think it's...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Flowers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Noles decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. They'll leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Encroachment, defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're bringing heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. they'll put it in play from their own 35. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Walkin.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Snapped it in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver. And on second down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, going up top. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Holding. Walkin.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's in for a touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
You got to like that big, reliable security guy. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Noles send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And the returner will be dragged down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
And the returner will be knocked down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Rides to the back. Discards a man. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. He'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He'll just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Grove. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, just keeps firing. Quickly complete. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, no! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
Oh, look out, there he goes! He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking deep. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. They're going to try to toss it. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Grove. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Coming after it. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Seminoles will punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he breaks into the open. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there. Defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense working from the pistol. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The pitch. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Checking off. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch and gets the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Defense in press coverage. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They keep attacking through the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he will house it.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They are trailing by 29 to Ohio State.
Hold it, finds his man on the left.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. Dances away from one. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he got loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Knowles come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. Here comes the offense on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Falls incomplete, and he did everything. Except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Makes his connection. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He wants to throw it. Scrambling away. It's caught. That's a touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Feeling some heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now on first down from the 43, getting some heat. And the sophomore has to get that one out. Receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A third and long coming up here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the...
A huge pickup. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Defense will always try to get some tips, you know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. Tackled immediately after the catch. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught, it's rolled. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Hard running there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, looking at second down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're bringing heat. The heat got to him, and he just sort of flows and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep.
Flying out to the left. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
One more play to pad the stats. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Unloads it downfield. Pass on the way. It's kicked off. And he's going to go down as time has run out. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.